dare to speak out. It does not appear in smiling photos on social media. It does not lie in the everyday stories we often tell. It is the truth that many people at some point in their lives feel that they do not have a single true friend. Not because they are bad, not because they are not good enough, nor is it because they did not try hard enough. It is simply because life changes. People change. And there are days when you wake up, look around, and suddenly realize you are walking alone. That loneliness is not loud. It does not arrive through dramatic arguments or breakups. It comes very quietly, like a shadow slowly stretching inside your heart. The phone is quieter than before. Messages you once waited for no longer arrive. People who were once close slowly turn onto different paths. That feeling is not meant to make you sad or blame yourself. It is not a sentence. It is a reminder that you are changing, that you are growing, that an old chapter has closed, and most importantly, it is not because you are weak, but because you are stepping into a new phase of your life. When you no longer have many friends around you, something very special begins to happen. At first, it makes you feel lost. But if you look deep enough, you will realize this is not a loss, but a shift. When life becomes quieter, when familiar conversations gradually disappear, your mind begins to clear. No more noise, no more comparison, no more pressure to become someone else to please others. For the first time in a very long time, you have space to listen to yourself. You realize what you truly think, what you fear, what you desire. Silence, the thing many people run from, becomes a rare gift given to you. During this time, you begin to learn how to stand firm without leaning on anyone. You no longer wait for messages to feel worthy. You no longer need validation to feel good enough. Little by little, you become emotionally independent. You learn how to fill the empty spaces inside yourself, instead of hoping someone else will do it for you. And right at that moment, a quiet strength begins to form. True confidence does not come from being liked by many people. It comes from trusting your own decisions, even when no one is standing beside you. You understand that your value does not decrease just because the room feels emptier. As your social circle shrinks, your focus expands. You see your goals more clearly. You invest time in your health, your skills, and the dreams you once left unfinished. This is not a weak phase. This is a phase of refinement. Because someone who can stand firmly alone becomes unshakable when someone eventually walks beside them. Loneliness does not have just one color. Alongside the quiet strength it brings, there is also a darker side that very few people dare to talk about. There are days when you stare at a silent phone and begin to wonder, am I not important enough? Is it my fault that people leave? Those questions creep in slowly, yet they carry great weight. They make you doubt your own worth, even though you were once the person who was always there for others. But the truth is, not everyone who walks out of your life does so because you became less. Some people are meant for a chapter, not the entire story. Another pain runs even deeper, the feeling of being invisible. You exist, but no one truly sees you. You have thoughts, emotions, dreams, but nowhere to express them. Loneliness at this point is not just the absence of people, but the absence of understanding. Then you look at the outside world. Social media is flooded with images of laughing friend groups, lively parties, and seemingly perfect moments. You compare and wonder why your life feels so different, but what you see is only the surface. Behind many smiles lie envy, exhaustion, and shallow connections. Noise does not equal real connection. There are days when your motivation runs dry. You wonder why you keep trying when no one sees it, when no one is cheering you on. And in that very moment, life is testing you. Can you become the one who supports yourself? Happiness does not come to destroy you. It comes to force you to face yourself, to strip away illusions, and to strengthen your inner core. If you are in this phase, remember this. This is not failure. This is transformation. Because only those who dare to walk through the darkness alone truly understand what real light is. There is a very important moment in the journey of loneliness. It is when you realize either you let it drown you or you learn how to turn it into strength. Most strong, disciplined, and emotionally mature people in this world have gone through a period of walking alone. Not because they were more special than others, but because life forced them to learn how to stand from within. Loneliness is not the enemy. The real enemy is believing that your story has already ended. The truth is, this is the chapter where everything begins to change. The first step in transforming loneliness is rebuilding your relationship with yourself. You are with yourself every moment of your life, yet rarely do you truly listen. Loneliness gives you that rare opportunity. Start with small things. Walks without your phone, writing down the thoughts weighing on your heart, reading a book that helps you understand yourself better, sitting in silence without trying to escape it. When you become your own friend, loneliness slowly loses its weight. You are no longer afraid of being alone because you no longer feel empty. The second step is giving your life structure. When the outside world feels chaotic, routine becomes the anchor that holds you steady. A simple but consistent schedule helps stabilize your mind. Just small habits, daily movement, learning a new skill, writing down your goals, remembering what you are grateful for. The third step is using this time to grow. Do not think you are being left behind. Think of it as preparation. Every hour you spend improving yourself is a brick laid for your future self. The more you grow, the more fulfilled you feel from within. And do not forget to protect your mind. Replace self-blame with gentle reminders. I am growing. I am becoming stronger every day. Finally, open yourself to new connections, but do not rush. Healthy relationships do not come from emptiness. They come when you are already whole. Loneliness is not the end. It is where you are forged into the strongest version of yourself. There is a truth that most strong people come to realize, but only after walking a very long road alone. Loneliness will pass, but the strength created from it stays forever. As you move through quiet days, unheard nights, and dreams without applause, you are quietly building a foundation that very few people ever have. A foundation of resilience, emotional independence, and deep inner strength. Those who have walked alone learn how to comfort themselves, motivate themselves, and guide themselves forward. They do not wait for someone to pull them up. They learn how to stand up on their own. That is why they become emotionally mature. They know how to manage sadness, stay calm under pressure, and make wise decisions, even without external approval. Focus is another great gift that loneliness brings. When you are no longer pulled into noise, comparison, or drama, your mind becomes sharper. You begin to see clearly what you truly want and dare to pursue it. Discipline is formed on days when no one reminds you. You learn how to keep promises to yourself. And years later, that is what creates the difference between you and those who always need external motivation. Loneliness also nurtures creativity. In stillness, you think deeper, differently, and find your own path instead of following the crowd. Being forgotten or misunderstood makes you more compassionate. You learn how to listen. You learn to respect others' emotions because you once desperately needed that yourself. One day, when you look back, you will understand. Life separated you not to weaken you, but to prepare you for something greater. Loneliness did not break you. It shaped the person you are becoming. If right now you feel like you have no friends, pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Because there is an important truth you must remember. You are not alone. You are simply in a day. You are not at the end of the road. You are standing in front of the door to an entirely new chapter. This phase is not a punishment from life. It is not a sign that you failed, fell behind, or were forgotten. It is quiet preparation, a necessary pause before you step into a stronger version of yourself. Even if the outside world feels silent, something powerful is happening inside you. You are learning discipline. You are learning focus. You are learning to believe in yourself, even when no one applauds. Some growth needs no audience. Some changes happen only in silence. And those are the strongest foundations for your future. Do not rush to compare your journey with anyone else's. Everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own pace. And your pace, slow or fast, is exactly right for your life. Keep walking, even if the road feels empty. Keep building yourself, one day at a time, even if no one sees it. Because the energy created by your quiet effort will soon attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences. Those who have walked alone, endured long nights of reflection and silent change, are often the ones the world later looks up to. Not because they were louder, but because they became deeper. Walk with pride, with clear purpose, and with the belief that your time is coming. It is never too late to become the person you were born to be. One day in the future, you will look back at this lonely period with very different eyes. No more pain, no more resentment, only deep understanding. You will realize that the loneliness did not last forever, but what it gave you stayed for life. As you walk through days with no one beside you, dreams without encouragement, and long nights with only yourself, you quietly built a strength that not everyone gets the chance to have. That strength is resilience. The ability to stand firm without relying on anyone. Those who walked alone learn to master their emotions. They know how to calm themselves when exhausted, lift themselves when they fall, and guide themselves when no one shows the way. That is what makes them more mature, calmer, and wiser in life's most important decisions. Loneliness also gives you a rare gift: focus. Without unnecessary noise, comparison, or drama, you finally see what you truly want. You have time to reflect and redefine your goals. Discipline grows on days when no one reminds you. You learn to keep promises to yourself, step by step. And over time, that discipline creates a wide gap between you and those who always rely on external motivation. In stillness, creativity is nourished. You begin to think differently, more deeply, and carve out a path that truly fits you instead of following the crowd. Being forgotten, misunderstood, and unseen makes you kinder. You learn how to listen. You learn to value others' emotions because you know the pain of not being seen. And one day you will meet the right people. People who bring peace, not exhaustion. People who see your value without you having to prove it. Then you will understand. The loneliness you once went through did not destroy you. It prepared you for a much more beautiful future. If there is one thing you must remember throughout this journey, it is this: you have not been left behind. You are simply walking your own path at a very different pace. Maybe everything around you feels quiet. Maybe no one calls your name, checks on you, or notices the effort you pour in every day. But that does not mean you are standing still. Inside you, something powerful is happening. You are becoming more disciplined, more focused, and clearer about the person you want to become. Life is not punishing you with loneliness. It is preparing you for a stronger, deeper, and more grounded version of yourself, one capable of receiving better things. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Your journey is unique. Your pace is right for your life. Keep walking, even if the road is empty. Keep building yourself day by day, even without an audience, because effort made in silence always carries great power. And one day, the energy you created through persistence will attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences. You will not need to chase anyone. You will be found. Walk with faith, with clear purpose, and with pride that you did not give up, even when the journey became lonely. Loneliness is not the end. It is the beginning of your strength.